ever feel like life is the same thing again and again? Like wake up, grind, break down, repeat. Wake up, grind, break down, repeat. Yeah, same. But did you know that there is an actual myth about this? About a man who literally got cursed to do exactly that forever. Now, this man is in the shadows of Greek mythology who defied the gods not once but twice. And he was clever, cunning, and unkillable. But in the end, his punishment wasn't fire, torture, or war. It was something much worse. A meaningless task for forever. We are talking about Sisyphus. He was the king of Corinth, but not the noble, wise kind. He was arrogant, clever, and had a serious god complex. He committed crimes, lied to gods, and worst of all, he cheated that twice. So, how he did that? Now, let's talk about the Thanatos scam. The gods sent Thanatos, he was the spirit of death, to take Sisyphus. But here, Sisyphus, he pulled off the pettiest trick in Greek history. And he goes, wait, before you take me, how do these chains even work? And guess what? Thanatos showed him. And Sisyphus just locks him up. Yes, and now with death in chains, nobody on earth could die, and soldiers kept fighting, and old people kept suffering, and nothing was ending. Now, eventually, Ares, who was the war god, got fed up and freed Thanatos himself. Okay, now let's talk about how he cheated death the second time. Okay, so now that death was free, Sisyphus knew what was coming for him. And he played his card and he told his wife to not perform his burial rites on purpose. And now that he is dead for real and he is in underworld he was like, look, my wife dishonored me. No funeral, no respect. Let me go back and fix it. I will come right back. Promise. And of course, he went back to the living world and just never returned. This man was the original escape artist. But it didn't last long, and eventually the guards dragged him back. And this time, they were not playing. And his sentence? Push a giant boulder up a mountain only to watch it roll back down. And there was no ending, no reward, and no change. Moving forward, in 1942, a philosopher called Albert Camus read this myth and saw something most people missed. He said, wait, that's us. We wake up, go to work, do dishes, chase meaning. Sometimes we fail and start over. It's repetitive, exhausting, and sometimes it feels absurd, right? Camus called it absurd condition. Life keeps going but doesn't always make sense. But here is a twist. He said, one must imagine Sisyphus happy. And so, does it apply to the modern world, to us? Well, absolutely. Psychologists, philosophers, and therapists still refer to this myth when they talk about burnout, depression, 9 to 5 loop, the pressure to find purpose. It's all modern Sisyphus stuff. And since we need to have a little positive outlook towards everything, I personally think that you don't have to win to be free, and you don't have to find ultimate meaning to live meaningfully. So maybe your life isn't cursed, maybe it's just a hill, and maybe, like Sisyphus, you can find peace in the pushing, and not because it's easy, but because it is yours. And thank you guys, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.